Hey guys, it's Eric here and this is my unboxing and quick review of the Energizer Power Max P490S. I'll be giving this one away to one lucky subscriber because thanks to you guys, I hit 25k subs this week. More details on how to win at the end of this video. The packaging is like nothing I've ever seen before. It is metal and shaped like a toolbox, complete with a handle. You have a ton of information about specifications on the body. When you open it up, you're greeted with a device. Let's put that to the side. You have a tempered glass screen protector, a velvety bed here, nice to the touch. You have a user manual in several languages, a huge 4000 mAh battery, a clear silicone gel case, pretty thick and adds a lot of bulk. It feels like a standard armor case for construction workers. You have a charger with detachable power plugs. Depending on what country you're in, you can easily switch between a 2-pin and a 3-pin plug. It has a 5V 1A output. You have a micro USB cable and a pair of earphones. Pretty generous so far if I do say so myself. On the front of the device, you have a 5-inch display with 480 by 960 resolution, which is 18 by 9 aspect ratio. On top of that display, you have a 5+ 0.3 megapixel dual camera with flash and a speaker. On the back, you have an 8+ 0.3 megapixel dual camera with flash, a fingerprint sensor, and some branding. You also get a speaker on the back. The back and frame are made entirely from plastic and it is textured on the back for better grip. When you pry out the back, you see two 4G LTE ready nano SIM slots and an SD card slot. On the right, you have your power button and volume rocker keys. On the left, you have nothing. On the bottom, you have a microphone. On the top, you have a 3.5mm headphone jack and micro USB port. Setting this up was a breeze. Display looking super duper bright outdoors. However, viewing angles are average. The P490S ships with near stock Android 8.1 Oreo and there's no bloatware in sight. In display settings, there is no adaptive brightness or reading mode or fonts to choose from. You get 2GB of RAM and 11GB available to use out of that 16GB of storage. It ships with MediaTek 6739 chip clocked at 1.3 GHz and PowerVR GE8100 GPU. The Fingerprint Security was easy to set up and though not the fastest, it is more accurate than the average phone in its price range. Without the battery inserted, the Power Max P490S is light as a feather and with the battery in, it's still relatively light. It is a pretty compact phone, so no surprises there. Here's a size comparison with the iPhone 5S, which is shorter, the iPhone 10, which is slightly wider, and the Huawei Nova 3i, which is altogether bigger. You can easily type on one hand on this guy, which is nice. It can take up all your social media needs as long as you keep your usage at light to medium. I played PUBG on this phone and I didn't experience any extreme heating issues. I'll be including a summary of my lengthy gameplay at the end of this video. In the camera interface, you have video and photo mode. You also get HDR and portrait mode for the front and back camera. The video does record in 1080p and I have EIS turned on in this footage. About battery life, I got over 8 hours of screen on time. I had to change display settings to permanently on and leave Temple Run running for 8 hours straight just to drain this guy. Basically, the battery life is super and should keep you going for 2 days plus on light to medium usage. Here's my final thought. The Power Max P490S is a brilliant attempt at an entry-level phone with great specs for its price. These days, most brands target the mass market and totally overlook anything from 5-inch displays and below. The P490S would also make for an excellent secondary phone if you find yourself in need of one and you already have a 6-inch plus display smartphone. The P490S is priced at $129 US, which converts to 46,000 Naira. You can also win this review unit by visiting the Gleam link in the description box and following the instructions. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end, do give it a thumbs up and share it. You can come hang out with me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Perfect.